Successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Okay, went down. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I've been very consistent. The consumer is still strong. Their balance sheet's in good shape. They're spending 10% more than pre-COVID. They have more in their checking accounts. Companies are...
Oh, stop. My hair is hurting. Unbelievable. Here we go. The market dropped again today. What he is saying is a bold-faced lie. It doesn't match. Listen to what he's saying. That's not the truth. I mean, think about it. Yesterday, the market dropped again, giving back all those gains. Remember all those gains we've had? Buying a dip. The economy's really doing good. Buying a dip. Are you kidding? We've had one of those rallies went up 1,500 points. You bought on the dip. I told you not to. Gave it all back. They told you to buy again on another rally. That, we're going to go back to QE. Remember that? England, we're going to go back to, the United States going to go back to QE like we are because we got to fix our pensions. The United States got to fix their pensions. They're going to go back to zero rates. Boom! Buying the dip. Mark goes up 1,200 points. Gone. Just like the 1,500 point rally. Gone. And the 1,500 point rally, I think that was in 2 days. That was based on, wages aren't as hot as we thought. They always got a story. Then we had a 700 point gain. Buying a dip. Gave that back. And we had like 3 others. And then we finally we had a 631 point gain. Gave that all back. So those are just a few. I didn't have time to go through all of them. 1,500, 1,200 point, 700 point, 631 point, and this last one, 700 point. We gave it all back. Remember the 780 point rally? Oh, wages. Hey, cooled off. We thought they said it came in at 4.6%. But we thought they were going to come in at 5%, much higher. But nobody talked about the fact that we went from 2.3% over 144 months. We've been at 2.3% wages to 4.6. Oh, but that's not hot. So all they had to do was say to everybody, but we thought it was going to be at 5%. What are you, nuts? I mean, it is unbelievable, the lying. What this man is lying. Everything he said is not true. I mean, the history of this is unbelievable. It's crazy. Here we are. Think about this. The 2018 crash, the first crash we've had since 2000. Remember, in 2008, 2009, remember what they did. Bernanke and Obama made a decision, right? We're going to take and we're going to print. We're going to increase our money supply. We're going to increase our money supply. Remember, they got wiped out $10 trillion equity in their home stocks. Now the very, very wealthy, especially the people in Congress, the very, very wealthy, the asset class who was part of that $10 trillion that got wiped out, they wanted to make their money back quickly. It's been a lie ever since. Bernanke introduced QE with Obama. They said, let's increase the money supply by $100 trillion. Now remember, they were also funding banks in Europe, and they lied about it. They were funding banks all over Europe. They were funding governments all over Europe. They even were funding Iran and Afghanistan governments with all that money. Unbelievable. $5 trillion. But a lot of that money, remember, was for QE. What QE did was replace earnings. Didn't need earnings anymore. Didn't need real profits anymore. You didn't need real productivity anymore. And you could stall the recession. I mean, look what happened yesterday, the numbers that we got yesterday that came in. Retail sales. After he says this, listen to this. Here's what he's lying to us about right here. I mean, this just drives me crazy.
I've been very consistent. The consumer is still strong. Their balance sheet's in good shape. They're spending 10% more than pre-COVID.
All right. They're loaded with cash, a lot of savings. But yesterday, retail sales had the biggest two-year drop. 2-year drop. So if that was true, what he is saying,
I've been very consistent. The consumer is still strong.
If that's true, then why did retail sales have the biggest 2-day drop ever? The industrial production, we had the biggest drop in 2 years. I'm sorry, retail sales, we had the biggest drop in 2 years. Industrial production had the biggest drop in 2 years. Small business optimism, it always used to be 100 to 105%. It's nearing COVID. At 95% right now, it's nearing COVID, the lowest ever rating, 90%. We're only 5 points away. From 1985 to 2005, small business optimism always steady, 100 to 105%. Always. It's unbelievable. So you got retail sales, biggest 2-day drop. You got industrial production, biggest 2-year drop. You got small business optimism, right? From 100 to 105. Now it's down at 95, heading towards 90%, which was COVID. Jobs, let's think about the jobs. We have a record 7 million, 7 million jobs. Historic. We've never seen so many people we have 7 million people that have a second full-time job. That's a record. 7 million people with a second full-time job. This is nuts. We have a record, our labor force, 44% of our labor force works more than one job. Well, 7 million are working 2 full-time jobs. And he's saying how everybody's just really rich. We have a record number of retirees going back to work. We have more disposable income going to necessities than ever before. Usually when you got disposable income, you go out and buy things that you usually don't buy. Big TVs, so forth. No more. People using that money to survive. Under Biden, wages has tanked under Biden. Dropped 9%. They always say how wages went up. No, adjusted for inflation, dropped 9%. 70% of our labor force, now I'm talking not individuals, households, make less than 50 grand. 70% of our 164 million labor force households make less than 50 grand. 54% of our households make less than 30 grand. Now we also got, remember when Diamond's saying this, he's telling us how everything is great, savings, everybody's got all kinds of money in their checking accounts.
I've been very consistent. The consumer is still strong. Their balance sheet's in good shape. They're spending 10% more than pre-COVID. They have more in their checking account.
Oh, more in their checking account. Then why aren't they paying their bills? Why? 20 million people are behind on utility bills. Now, this is a number since January 2023. So you got 20 million people behind on utility bills. And he's telling us how flush they are with cash. 6 million behind on rent. 4 million behind on mortgage payments. 9 million behind on student loans. 5 million behind on auto loans. These are all historic numbers. Credit cards. This is not my words. TransUnion said we have a historic delinquencies, not just in credit cards. TransUnion saying in personal loans. See, all this is being covered up. Savings told you about that. We used to be at 32% of disposable income. That's when they're giving all the checks. Stay home, don't go to work. Get a $500 check, $1,200 check, $1,400 check. Moratorium on your car payment, moratorium on your student loan, moratorium on breathing. Auto debt, Equifax, not me. This is what they're saying. 31% increase in delinquency loans on autos. That's a new 15-year high. And he tells us how much. Well, people got all this cash doing so well. How come, Diamond? What's the deal? Why aren't they using the money? What are they doing? Partying? This guy's a gangster. He's a gangster. I'll tell you why when I get back. Don't go anywhere.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, you sit here and you're watching people getting hit, losing money, and it's so unnecessary because you're being lied to by the fake business news networks. They're lying to you. I mean, it's just, the lying is pathetic. Jamie Dimon, I'd love to have a one-on-one with him in front of a camera. Here's another person that lies beyond, I mean, this guy, I can't imagine, I mean, this guy lies so much he doesn't know he's lying. Listen what he said. Mr. President.
And this year, federal deficit is down $1 trillion plus. Hear me, that's a fact.
No, it's not a fact. It's not what happened. Okay? The deficit, okay, will fall by more than $1 trillion. But it is not because of anything President Biden did. He didn't take any effort to cut it. What he's talking about is think about this, most of the $5 trillion in COVID relief, that was already dispersed in 2020, 2021. Remember that, when revenues were tanking? So when they cut the $1 trillion, all they're doing is just a paper transaction. The money has already gone through. Most of that $5 trillion was already dispersed. He didn't cut nothing. He's lying. He contributed nothing. He didn't get up in the morning and say, you know, I'm going to cut the deficit, man. I'm going to cut the deficit, man. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it. God, unbelievable. But he'll lie, and the press secretary will swear to it. And she uses Morse code. If you look at her eyes going up and down, blah, 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 she uses Morse code to get it out to the world. Unbelievable. Look, so many people are losing money in your 401k when you shouldn't be. How many times have you heard me in the last 6 months, 7 months say, well, every time I hear, buying a dip, buying a dip, they're always giving you an excuse when the market goes down to buy on a dip. Why would you ever buy on a dip when the market is going down? It's in a downtrend. Now let's think about some numbers. I mean, this is unbelievable. Think about some numbers and what happened. When Bernanke in 2008 introduced with Obama QE, we got wiped out no question, $10 trillion in that stock market crash. Home equity, stock equity. The asset class, the very, very wealthy on Wall Street, they didn't want to go into a recession. They wanted to get going right away and make money. They didn't want to invest in business investment. We needed to do like $30 trillion in business investment to get things going. It would take over 5 years. We first have to go into a recession, clean up our balance sheets. Then we got to take and borrow money and push it into the businesses. They didn't want to do that. So they introduced QE, the printing of more than $100 trillion. That they would inject not only to the stock market, but they'd also inject into the economy and economies of foreign countries. I remember, I don't think we have the cut here, but we'll get it for you tomorrow. I mean, it's amazing. One of the senators asked, where's this money all going? He said, I don't know. Now, QE and its money supply. You take this money, let's say out of the $100 trillion, there are $60 trillion for the United States. What you do is you replace, you don't need, when you have QE, when you have enough money that you can go and buy bonds to drop yields down, interest rates, so you can, as a corporation, borrow money free at zero. Do you know what that means? This year here, or let's take last year, if they didn't have free money, remember, the free money stopped in November of 2021. From 2008 to November 2021, they had free money, QE. That stopped. That means all those years, 13 years, they saved an average corporation of $650 million a year in taxes. $650 million in taxes. Think about that. And where'd that money go? Did they put it back into the companies? No. They took that money with the rest of the money and they kept buying their own shares to reduce those shares, the outstanding shares, so the earnings would go up without profits. That would push the stock price up. So QE and all this money supply you got to understand, it replaced profits. Think of it that way there, earnings. It replaced earnings. It replaced real profits. It replaced productivity. Now, do you see, the numbers came out. Did you see how much productivity dropped by? Our productivity is at a 2 year, it went down the most in 2 years. We never had productivity go down so fast. Why? Because all these years they didn't care about productivity. They just wanted to get the stock price up. They wanted companies to buy their own stock. So our productivity is tanking. We just got those numbers yesterday. Terrible. So QE replaces productivity. Now, productivity is everything, because when you invest in your business and your people are producing more because you're making new equipment and you're helping them with to increase whatever they're making, tools, cars, they make out too. They get higher wages and their lifestyle goes up. It's good for everybody, but no. QE is only good for the wealthy. So there's no real profits, no productivity, and it stalls a recession. The S&P rallied, think about this, 600% over 13 years. No interruptions, no correction. The S&P rallied 600%. The NASDAQ rallied 1,200%, all on this fraud. The rich got richer, the asset class. Now, here's the problem. By 2015, from 2008 to 2015, something happened on the way to work, Yellen said. Guess what happened? She's looking going, oh my God, look at the inflation. We can't tell people about this inflation. Because when you're printing $100 trillion, do you understand? That is pure inflation. But they don't give a damn about inflation. Because I told you a million times, they love inflation, the asset class. And also Congress loves inflation because they can monetize the debt to China. So what did she do? Was she honest with us? I'll tell you the answer to that when you come back, and what the problem is and how you're going to make money in this if you just join my gang and listen.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy this stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, if you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. What are you, nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
back to the Phil's Gang radio show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. It's Steve Celeste here with philsgang.com. Just wanted to tell you how to get engaged with Phil's Gang and how to become part of the Phil's Gang membership or how to try us for 10 days free. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's www.philsgang.com and click on Get Started at the top of the website. Click on the big red banner that says Working Investor 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. And hey, while you're at the website, why not stop by our gift shop, see if there's something in there for you or for somebody you know. All right, thanks, and back to you, Phil.
Thank you, Steve. Listen, join our gang for 10 days. It's free, for God's sakes. And in the meantime, why don't you go to my website, the homepage, and it's right there. It'll tell you. It'll say how to use how the Pro 2 color-coded chart works. That's our chart. Nobody else has it. It tells you when to buy and sell. It's color-coded, green, red, and yellow. What's the yellow? If you're in a stock and it's going up nicely, it follows the institutional money. They're the ones that push the market up. So if it's going up and the institution's going to start pulling your money out, let's say you're in J.P. Morgan, they're pulling the money out, you're going to know that. You're going to be able to set yourself up knowing that. You're going to be able to take profits or turn short. It's never wrong. Never. So it turns green when they're telling you, when they say, hey, the institutional money is going in. It turns red when they're pulling the money out and the stock's going down. So you're going to always know whether your stock's going up or your stock's going down. If you don't believe it, use it for 10 days for free. You'll see it works. Check it out. Now, right next to that, you go to my homepage where it says how Pro 2 works. Right next to it, it says Get Started. Click to Get Started, and you'll be a gang member for 10 solid days. Doesn't cost you a thing. And you have access to our education program, for God's sakes. Okay? So, another thing, too, remember, please listen to me on my podcast, okay? Listen to me on my podcast. Also, every day, I put on my YouTube channel, I put these little, what they call shorts. The information I put on those are so cool, okay? People love them, all right? They're right to the point. They're about a minute. What's it, about a minute and a half? Yeah, and they're what they call shorts. And it's right to the point. Boom, right there. They love it. Go check it out. Okay. The other thing, listen to me. When they started this QE, it was a scam. When Yellen started, and Bernanke started this in 2008, QE is a scam. All it is a lot of money printing to get to a bunch of gangster CEOs. They're just going to reduce the amount of shares they have, and that pushes up their earnings, without profits, pushes up their stock. That did that for, think about that. They did that for right up to 2015. 2015, when Yellen found out, when she took over the Federal Reserve, she said, oh my God, look at the inflation we're creating with all this money printing. Remember, they're printing money out of thin air. There's no gold. There's no gold standard. You used to have $1 gold for every dollar you printed. Then what happens? So that's 2015. So she wanted to mask it. She didn't want to tell anybody. So people started asking about, is there inflation? Oh, no, don't worry. It goes away on its own. It's transitory. Inflation is the hardest thing to get rid of. It's so hard because when prices go up, the first problem is you got to pay your people more. Everybody's asking for wages increases. That's the tough thing. You can't just get rid of inflation. It's a horrible thing to get rid of because here's the problem. As you keep raising rates at the wrong time. So you got to raise rates higher than the inflation. And they don't do that. So that's why things are going to get worse. That's why I keep telling you, the market's going to go down, not up. So in 2015, she knew if there was an inflation problem. She lied, said it was transitory, go away on its right. And she started to raise rates, 2015, 2017, by a lousy 25 basis points. She's going to fight 8% inflation by a quarter point. Raising it 5 times. God, she's an idiot. She's an idiot. Then So now we have an educator, okay, who's an idiot. Now we got a bureaucrat. They bring in Powell, who's an idiot. Now he sees the inflation. Instead of being truthful about it and doing something about it, he lies. Oh, it's transitory. It goes away on its own. So he started to raise rates another 25 basis points. That's it. 4 times. Then in January 2018, 2018, I said, and I predicted it to everybody, I said, this is it. This is the end. All this QE from 2008 to 2018, it's over. It's over. Remember when I said that? I predicted it. I said, this is it. The crash is going to start.
I want everybody to mark down this date, January 16th, today, that Phil Grandy said on this date.
Blah, blah, blah. And I said, hey, it's going to crash. Going to go down, man. This rally's, it's over. Now remember, 2008 to 2018, no crashes, no corrections, but something happened. Inflation in 2015, 2018. They kept masking it because they didn't give a damn about you. They didn't give a damn about Main Street. They didn't care about small businesses. They cared about Wall Street and Congress. That's all. Congress, because every congressman, they're in the stock market. So then what happens is we get the first crash in 10 years, 2018. So a 16-week, 112-day, 20% crash. But wait a minute. It turned right around, shot up over 60 weeks, 422 days, 54% to a new high. I kept saying, it's going to crash again. Don't believe it. Boom, 2020, 5 weeks, 35 days, crashes 30%. Remember, these are 2 crashes since 2008. And that crashed. So now what they did, after it went down for 93 weeks, or 651 days, also we have this huge rally and a new high. So we got a new high in 2018 after it rallied 54%. We get a new high in 2020 after it rallied 120%. But now look what happened. What happened after that? Things changed. All of a sudden, November of 2021, after we had the 2020 rally, November 2021, what happens? Inflation. So they said, we got to stop QE because we're killing Main Street. We're going to go into a depression. So they stopped. And that was the end of NASDAQ. I told you to short NASDAQ, and then we were shorting NASDAQ, and NASDAQ peaked. It dropped 36% over 58 weeks or 404 days. And still, to today, it hasn't rallied. So let's think about this. What's going on? If things are so good, why is it the NASDAQ dropped 36% over 58 weeks, 404 days, and there's still no rally? Or think of it this way here. So you got this rally off the bottom in 2018, 54%. Made a new high. 2020, got this rally off the bottom, 120%, new high. Why? Why then? Because we had QE. January 2022, remember, November 2020, they stopped QE. 2022 to today, we're down 381 days. We dropped over 30% between the S&P and the NASDAQ. We're still down. We still don't have a rally. Remember, 2018, 2020, they all rallied. One after 60 weeks went up 54%. After 90 weeks went up 120%. We're down right now. That's 381 days. I don't know how many weeks that is, but 381 days. And we still can't rally. The market went down 30%, 54 weeks, and we can't rally. Doesn't that tell you something? So how can you say we have a bottom in October when we can't rally? Why can't we rally? I'll stick around and I'll tell you why. Join my gang, free, philsgang.com.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
It's a good time to invest now because I think the markets are not going to see another 20% drop in public prices. I think that's probably past us.
No, you're right. We're not going to see 20%. We're going to see, how about 30, 40, 50% more? Listen to this.
You saying that this slowdown is undeniable. And I'm wondering how two people can look at the exact same thing and have come diametrically opposite views on reality. I mean, the economy is either slowing or it's not. It's a binary issue. One argues it's great, the other says it's slowing.
Who says it's great?
Jim. No, Kerry made the point that it's undeniable that the economy is slowing.
Okay, I don't see that.
I mean, a lot of the data is weak. Let's just.
A lot of the data is strong,
unless
Scott.
Oh, my God. Listen, I promise you, if you join my gang, and after 10 days, it's free for 10 days, you'll say, wow, I always know what's going on with this market. I know what direction to take. Under Phil's gang, I know exactly what direction to take. There's no nonsense going on. Listen to the nonsense. It's right there. They lie because that's their job. That's their job. Now think about the rallies. After we dropped about 30%, the S&P and the NASDAQ, and we've been down now 381 days. We're still down 18%. We only recovered after 381 days down. We haven't created a rally. Each rally we create, it fails. We've had we've had more rallies buying a dip. Each one we gave it back 1,200 points, 1,500 points, 600 points, 500 points. And then look at the stock market. It's in the most severe downtrend. Remember, we had a failed high at 478. Came down. They rallied it. They couldn't get back to 478. They only could get back to 462. Dropped again. They tried to rally it. They couldn't get back to 462. It stopped at 428. Dropped again. They tried to get back to 428. It got back to 413. Dropped again. They couldn't get back to 413. It got, this is right where we are now, about 387. So you got what we call in the S&P 4 lower highs. That's one of the that's the hardest downtrend to get out of. And you didn't short any of them. Instead, you're listening to these people telling you to buy on a dip. And we got the worst information coming in. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And poor people in 401ks are getting killed. I mean, this is just terrible. But you don't have, and look at the housing today. We just got the numbers on housing. How many times did I tell you, the housing crash is going to dwarf the stock market crash. And nobody believes it. I've been right about the stock market. Now think about the stock market. They can't rally this. Imagine how many weeks this market has been down, or days. 381 days, and they still can't make a new high. Now why? When the 2018 made a brand new high, up 54% in 60 weeks. 2020, after it dropped, they made a new high, rallied 90 weeks, up 120%, made a new high. We're down 381 days. I don't know how many weeks that is, but 381 days. That's 54 weeks. We've been down 54 weeks, and we still can't make a new high like they did in 2018, 2020. Why? You got to ask yourself why. Because there's no more QE. Without QE, the market can't go up. So how can they say the bottom is in for October? It's another bold-faced Jamie Dimon lie. They never tell you the truth. The one thing you're going to get from us is the truth. And I'm telling you, folks, it doesn't cost you anything. Every day, go to my YouTube channel, and I have these little shorts. They're labeled, and it gives you such good information. So if anyone can answer me why they think the October, that's the low. It's not going to go lower like this guy said. It's not going to go lower. How can he say it's not going to go lower when we can't go higher? What are we going to do? I mean, think about it. He's saying it's not going to go lower. Where is it? This one here?
It's a good time to invest now because I think the markets are not going to see another 20% drop in public prices.
Really? Really? Not going to drop. So I'd love to ask him the question. All right, you don't think it's going to drop. So let me ask you this. In 2018, when we had QE, after we dropped about 35%, in just 60 weeks, I dropped 20%, we rallied up 54% for a brand new all-time high. Then in 2020, after we dropped, after 90 weeks, we rallied again, 120% off that low. 16 weeks it dropped, and we rallied another off that low. So each time, 2018, 2020, those were the first two crashes after 2008, so it's about 10 years apart. But yet we rallied, made new highs. We've been sitting here twiddling our thumbs for 54 weeks. 381 days. And we can't rally because there's no QE. And every time they tell you to buy in a dip, you lose money. But you keep doing it. You keep doing it. What are you, nuts? I mean, that's what gets me. Now, when you have household debt at $16 trillion, and when you got credit card debt, I mean, it's the worst ever. The delinquencies are historic. Savings. There's no savings. Jamie Dimon's a liar. There's no savings. The only reason why we had disposable savings, you measure it by disposable income, 32% of disposable income during the COVID 2020, because look at the cash they were sending them. They started out with a $600 check, then a $1,200 check, then a $1,400 check. And then also, besides that, unemployment checks from the state and another unemployment check from the government. Then you didn't have to pay your car payment. You didn't have to pay your student loan payment. All that money went into your savings. And then you had child tax credit. That was huge. Nobody went to work. Nobody's producing. See, this is where they're stupid. How can they be that stupid? All these geniuses, they hire all these guys in Washington with MBAs and BAs and doctorates. And how can they be so stupid sitting around a table going, let me see, we're going to give all these people everything. Don't have to worry. Let's send them all kinds of checks. They don't have to pay their car payment. They don't have to pay their student payment. They don't pay any payments, moratoriums. And they're going to have a lot of cash. Well, they're not going to go to work, you idiot. Did anyone around the table say, well, why would, we're disincentivizing them. They're not going to go to work. So if they're not going to go work, we can't build enough cars. So instead of having 100 cars in the parking lot to sell, we got 7. So the car that was $30,000 is now $60,000 because they can demand that. And people paid for it, just like houses. Oh, my God. Houses in 24 months went up between 50, some houses in Arizona, 75%. Do you think a house is worth it to go up? Even if a house in 24 months went up 10%, you got to say that's nuts. I'm talking 50 to 75%. That's gone. All that equity is gone. And then people drew out the equity out of their homes. The banks were stupid enough to give them the money, and they dragged their equity out of their home. And they didn't have equity. They paid 20, 30%, 40% too much for their house in 2020, 2021. And what happens? They go drag all the money out of the house. Because the bank says the house went from $800,000 up to $800 million. So they go down to the bank and drag all the equity out. Now they owe a big mortgage. It's unbelievable. And you got people, it's just not me talking. Again, go back to Equifax. They're saying that the 401k has the highest emergency withdrawals ever. Ever. Student loans, historic 9 million delinquencies. Equifax, a 31% increase in delinquent loans, a new 15-year high. Credit cards, TransUnion, same thing, historic delinquencies. So the thing you got to answer is, what are you going to do to protect yourself? Watch CNBC? Watch Fox Business? No. Join my gang. 10 days, it's free. Go to philsgang.com. At least go check out the Pro 2 color-coded chart. Check it out. Just go to my homepage where it says how Pro 2 works. And I got videos in there. And it shows you. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want it. If you're in a stock and it's going up, you're going to know when it's going to go down. You don't know that? So just remember, we're in the worst downtrend. And they're telling us October's the base when we've been down for 381 days. And we're only 6% off the bottom, while 2018, 2020, they rallied 54% and 120%. Why? They had QE. We don't have QE anymore. But you got Phil's gang. You got gang.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.